So I'm going to try to explain why I think a lot of people on the internet are getting confused with what I call a cry of help. It's a cry of help. But they're getting confused with it. They're looking at it like maybe, I don't know, I'm a bad guy or I'm an inconsiderate guy or I'm a whatever you want to call me. Um, I had a really, really amazing life with my beautiful wife, Jennifer. She was the most amazing mother, wife, companion, best friend, lover that I was blessed in my life. I was blessed to have her by my side, and my children were blessed to have her as a mom. Now she passed away. Okay. Um, Let me just try to explain this to you. Jennifer wasn't an ordinary mom or an ordinary wife. She was extraordinary. Her whole existence was about her children, her husband, and her dogs just being there. She was the most amazing. Like it's. I don't know if words could explain to you how amazing. From the second she woke up to the second that she went to sleep, it wasn't about her. It was about her children. It was about making her children happy. It was about making her husband happy, making her dogs happy, even making my mom happy. She took care of my mom too. She was an amazing person. Now, imagine you have that and then it's gone. And then 2 weeks later, you lose your mom, which, look, did my mom have health issues? Yes. But she was still my mom. You know, even though she was having a tough time with mobility, getting up, moving, she loved me with all her heart and soul, and she loved her grandchildren with all her heart and soul. And she was always there for us, always there for us. So you're losing not just one, but both of the rocks in your family. I'm talking about the two most important people in your lives who are your support system, who love you, who care for you. 2 weeks they pass away together, my wife and my mom. Okay. What happens is that you go into shock. I'm just trying to explain all of this to you. I don't wish this on my worst enemy. You go into shock. You go into complete shock. And the thing is that you hope that there are people out there that love you, care about you. And listen, I'm exaggerating. There are people out there that love and care about me. I get it. The thing is that people are living their own lives. Like when I say to you, I got nobody, it's not true. Look, excuse me, I'm here. I got cousins that love me. I got very, very good friends in Brooklyn, Joey, John, just to name a few, that love me. But this is what the problem is. Everyone out there has their own lives, and I respect that. I understand. It is what it is. People have their own families. People have their own lives, and you can't expect people to jump. You can't, You can't expect people to always be there for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People are going to be there for you when they can be there for you. But it's tough because, how can I say this? You're suffering. You're hurting. And a lot of times you need people when it's not convenient for them. That's what the problem is. You understand? Like you might need somebody, like you might wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning having a nightmare, calling for your wife, calling for your mom in the middle of the night, and they're not there, and you realize they're not there, they passed away. And you get all messed up in your head, get anxiety, freak out. What are you going to do? Call someone at 5 o'clock in the morning who's got to get up for work? They're going to think you're a whack job, right? They're going to think you're crazy. So It's a transition. It's like, in other words, well, first of all, when I had my wife and my mom, I wasn't having those nightmares because they were in fact alive. So it's a weird thing. It's like, so someone might say, were you having those nightmares back then? No. So these nightmares are new ever since my wife and my mom passed away. I have them every night. I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm looking for them. I need them. I love them. I miss them. But it's like I find myself wanting to call someone. I find myself needing someone to be there for me. And this is where I think I run into trouble. Because then people are like, wait a minute, Rich, I got work, man. You can't call me at 5 o'clock in the morning. And then people get mad at me. Next thing you know, they want to cut me out. Be like, that's it. I'm blocking you, whatever. And I think that you could say the same thing to a certain degree with Jennifer's cousin. You could say initially she wanted to see the children once a month. That was her plan. Look, so it's not, I just want to be clear to all of you. She was a support system, but I guess I just blew it because, look, I didn't mean anything by it. I'm so tired of all the hate. All these people on the internet, they hate, they love it, They get a charge out of this stuff. They know I'm at my lowest. They want to kick me. They want to kick me when I'm at my lowest. They want to destroy me, these haters. Okay, guys, why can't you just make this simple? Okay, I was not trying anything bad with Jennifer's cousin. I know that you're going to look, I understand, I get it. This is a form of entertainment for you, my misery, my family's misery. I understand it's a form of entertainment. So I understand that you're going to come at me with everything you got. I understand it. You're going to call me a degenerate. You're going to say your wife was, in the morgue and you were hitting on the cousin. Look, I get it. You're going to hit me with everything you got to try to destroy my spirits. You don't care that I have to remain strong for my 2 children. You could care less. These haters, they could care less. They want to destroy me. They want to keep hitting me and hitting me and hitting me exactly where it hurts. And they know where it hurts. They know where it hurts. They hurts where, and her cousin said the most hurtful comment, which is that you disrespected your wife. Look, I'm just tired of fighting with everybody on the internet. And this is why I'm blocking all these haters, because it's just not healthy. I can't keep repeating the same things over and over again. I lost my wife. I went into complete shock. Complete shock that I no longer had a wife and my children no longer had a mom. I looked at Jennifer's cousin, for whatever the reason is, maybe I was wrong, I'm admitting it to you, as a potential very caring person that could be very close to the children and close to me, because Jennifer always felt that way. My wife, Jennifer, looked at her cousin and she always said to us, look, out of everyone, she's the one. She's the one I trust. She's the one I believe in my heart will be there for you and the kids. Now, it turned out that didn't work out. Now, it could be my fault too. I guess I scared her. Look, it's funny how it all worked out, because if you take this all step by step, for 27 years, me and Jennifer's cousin were honestly the best of friends. We were the best of friends, and she always came over the house when she had the time, had, baked cookies with the kids. They always had a wonderful time. We went out to restaurants. We always had a wonderful time. So there was never any problems between us. I treated her with the utmost of respect. And I believe in my heart, she does love Michael and Sophia. She does, in my heart. So we went to Harold's that day. This is after my wife passed away. May she rest in peace, my angel, who I'll love eternally. I'll love you forever, Jennifer. We had a wonderful dinner at Harold's. She had a beautiful time. Jennifer's cousins, the kids had a great time. I had a great time. Look, but then there's that cry for help. The cry for help is what's getting me in trouble all the time. I was hoping she was going to maybe rescue us, if you want to know the truth. That's what I was hoping. Rescue us from all of our pain and suffering. We have a lot of pain and suffering. And yeah, I said something inappropriate. I'm admitting it to you. I scared the poor girl. I scared her. I'm like, in my mind, it wasn't scary, but in her mind, it was very scary. I said, would you like to spend time with the children? She said, absolutely. Once a month. She was being reasonable. That's a reasonable request. Okay. But to me, I had to go to the next level. And I didn't mean to go to the next level, but it's to cry for help. I said, who knows what could happen 4 or 5 years from now? Maybe we could develop feelings for each other. Now, that was inappropriate. My wife just passed away. She's like, what? What did you just say? Okay. It's called a cry for help. That's it. It's called when a person doesn't know what's happening in the world. They're in shock. You know what I'm saying? They're in shock. They just lost their wife. They don't know if they're coming. They don't know if they're going. They're not in their right state of mind. The cry for help is what gets you in trouble. It's the same concept in a way, calling someone at 5 o'clock in the morning because I just had a nightmare and I woke them up out of a sleep. This could be my friend, my best friend. And they'll be like, Rich, I got work. I can't talk to you right now. So it's an unfortunate thing that me and my family have experienced the greatest hurts, 2 hurts. My wife passing away, 2 weeks later, my mom passing away. And this cry for help is what gets you in trouble. And look, all I can say is I sincerely apologize to everybody. I apologize to Jennifer's cousin. I apologize to people who I've called at 5 o'clock in the morning. Look, a lot of people got irritated with me, but the thing is that I didn't mean anything by it. It's just that when you're in this situation, look, there are people who understand, okay? Like I had a very close cousin, and he's still here for me. He still is. God bless him. He spoke to me every single day. He went out of his way for an entire month. But even it got to him after a while. He got overloaded, he got overwhelmed. He's like, man, I can't keep doing this every day. I can't. It's too much. It's too much. I get it. I have another beautiful support system, Lacey from Brooklyn. She talks to me every day. She's beautiful. Now, she's the one, so far, she's sticking with me, thank God. She's got a lot of patience. She's such a beautiful, beautiful woman, Lacey from Brooklyn. And she's been helping me a lot. Thank God. Thank God for Lacey. I call her Sister Lacey. She's sticking with me. But I've had a couple of people that got irritated with me. I had a couple of people said, leave me alone. I can't take it no more. It's just it's a cry for help. I lost my wife. I lost my soulmate. I lost the mother of my children. I don't know how to handle it. This was unfair. I question why God couldn't have mercy and just let my wife live. We needed her. She was only 46 years old. My daughter's only 11. My son's only 14. And that's it. And when you experience great hurt like this, you have a cry for help. And the cry for help sometimes scares people. That's all it is. It scares people. And from my perspective, I just want to be rescued, My children want to be rescued. And from their perspective, it's you're crazy, you're harassing me, you're insane, you're a nut job. And unfortunately, you have to deal with a lot of things alone in your life. Even sometimes the greatest hurts. You have to deal with it alone sometimes. And it's scary.